Hello. Oh, well, let's see who's going to be the first one today. May not be Nathan today. May not be Nathan. He's got sad news today. So we might not see him today. So we'll see who else will be the first one. Somebody's in. Not speaking, but somebody's in. I'm going to find me crochet while I wait. Hi, Diane. Hello there. Just finding me crochet, me crochet. It's not a good idea really because I'm using, oh shush phone, I'm using so many colours that it's not a great idea really, but hey ho. Hi Nathan, how are you feeling, sweetie pie? How are you feeling? Not a good day, is it? Hello Jean. How am I doing? Well, it's, yeah, a bit rainy. At least we didn't get any thunder, yeah. How are you doing, Nathan? Are you feeling okay now? Not that you will do, but you know. Oh, look at that yarn bath. Hi, Yolanda. Hello. Hi. Oh, gosh, I've got yarn bath everywhere. Don't you like it? Multi-tangled up. Yeah, it was the same when we lost our Poppy. Rosie didn't know, yeah. Well, I'm very honoured to meet you, Yolanda. Very, very honoured. Yeah. I was looking for you the other day, actually, and I couldn't find you. But I found you now. Oh, gosh. You know, you put your yarn away, don't you? And I think it has a party in the bag while you're gone. Yeah. Oh, gosh. It's having a wild time, this yarn. Yeah, Nathan, it's awful when you lose a pet. It's just like losing one of the family, really, isn't it? Because they are, aren't they? They're part of the family. When people say, oh, it's just a cat, oh, it's just a dog, you know. No, it's not. It's part of the family. It keeps you from being a total hermit. Oh, we can't have that. We can't have anybody being a hermit, can we? I wish my wool wouldn't go into such a tangle. My yarn, I beg your pardon. It's not wool. I call everything wool. I'm from the UK. I'm with Sheila. I just say everything is wool. Oh my giddy aunt, look at the state of this. It's been having a party while it's been in the bag overnight. Hi, Amanda. I keep getting that silly advert stuck in my head. Last night I had the strangest dream. Yeah, that's the only bit I can remember. And I keep singing it over and over and over again and annoying myself. Hi, Lisa. I wouldn't mind if I could remember the rest of it. Oh, it's... I'm down to 2 colours of bath now. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. It is a good song, yeah, but it's like stuck in my head now. And I can't stop singing it, although I can only remember one line of it. So I was annoying myself by going down the seafront. My son said, you can take the sides off your scooter. Why did he not tell me that when it was hot? So yesterday he took the sides off my scooter. And I said, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? It's going to rain. He went, no, it's fine. I'll be able to put them back on again. It's all very well in putting them back on again, but if he's at work, what am I going to do? I'll be looking for my raincoat again. Although it won't be as bad because it's still got the roof on. It's just the sides that he's took off. I must admit it's better without the sides on because I can see where I'm going a lot better. But it won't be when it starts raining. I mean, the forecast was thunder and lightning. Yeah, we've got the doggies today because they've gone to a wedding. I'm not sure whose wedding. It's one of their friends. Not one that I know. Most of the friends that I know are long married or divorced, you know. So I don't know who this is they've gone to. Maybe it's a second wedding, maybe it's a third. People do these things, don't they, these days? Not that I would again. Once was enough for me. Oh, I've got that song in my head. Last night I heard the strangest dream. Oh, it's going to be a long night if I keep singing that, isn't it? Look at this mess. It was fine when I put it in the bag. The gremlins came in the night and tangled it all up. Oh, well, there's the other end of it, so maybe I should start with that end. I don't think this was a good project to do you, on a live? It's not hard, it's just all the different colours, yeah. She said. Oh, dear. I finished off the pink cardigan. It's very, very chunky. A friend of mine said, I can't find the pattern. I said, you don't realise how chunky it is. It's on a 10mm hook. And now I've finished it, I don't even know whether I'll wear it. It's very thick. Hi, Connie. It's very, very thick, yeah. Oh. Luckily, there wasn't that many people in the post office after my maligning the people, saying how long they took to do everything. I must have got the right. It's still the same. I hope they're stand-ins. I hope they're not regulars. I hope the other people are just on the holiday. I can't face that. I keep praying about me parcel to America and hope it's got there safely. I shall be worried until I know it's got there. That it hasn't, like, exploded somewhere in midair or something. You know, with cabin pressure and me with me putting it in a vacuum bag. I just hope it makes it there. I always have dreads when I post things off. But I mean, in all the things that I've posted, I've only had one that went missing, and it's still missing. It still said it's in transit. I don't know what happened to it. The lady at the post office said I should have given her the number and she would have tracked it, but I had to give the people a refund. Right, I'll put that on the window bottom. I'm down to the last mangled colour. Yay! And this one isn't too mangled. Yay! Oh, I need to lie down now. So how are you all keeping? What are you all doing? Right, I'm going to be in trouble when I have to shut the curtains, aren't I? Yeah, I finished off the bright pink one I was doing last week. Look how thick it is, though. There's a lady on Instagram, and she crochets everything in this thick stuff. You know, gosh, it's so thick. It's not been blocked or anything. That's why it looks a bit worse than it does. It looks very red. It's actually fuchsia pink. I don't know why it's looking so red. That's the colour of it. Fuchsia pink. Fuchsia pink. It's not red at all. Very, very thick, though. Very, very thick. What am I making tonight? Ooh, thunder, thunder. I am making, no, it's not a mandala or a mandala. I made one ages ago and I found a picture of it and it was one that I'd made and sold. And I thought, why did I sell that? I really like it. Anyway, could I find the pattern? I couldn't find the pattern anywhere. And I kept going past this pattern because it's got Cherry Star Lily Creations on the back of it. Now, she has subsequently made that pattern, but at the time, she hadn't made a pattern. So I was looking for one that looked like it. So I kept going past this in the pattern book. And it was inside. It's one by Van Drew or something. Van Drew Designs, yeah. So I'm trying to replicate it, but I did sort of make a boo-boo in the fact that that looked purple in the lights in the shop. When I got it home, it was a wine colour. But, you know, I think it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. So I've got to find my crochet hook now and find what row I'm on. And apart from that, I'll be fine. Yeah. You started making diamonds to put together into a blanket. Ooh. You've been making cotton tops. Jacket potato and tuna. Ooh. Do you know, I love a jacket potato, but it has to have oodles and doodles of butter, which isn't good at the moment because I'm supposed to be controlling my diet because I can't get the injections. Oh, right, where's the hook? Oh, there it is. Triumphant. Can't get the injections. So the doctor says, oh, you won't die. He said, just keep a balanced diet. Me and a balanced diet, you know, we don't go in the same breath. Right, it's another, oh my giddy aunt. This round will have 51 double crochets, which mean there will be the same number of double crochets between each round. Oh gosh, this is going to be fun. I didn't realise I was going to a round that's got all these instructions while I'm on here. That was a bit daft of me, wasn't it? Yeah, never mind. Oh, I was watching Crochet Rocks Tracy, and she was talking about how scents and music take you back, you know. And she was saying with her, like, somebody had sent her some hand cream and it smelt of patchouli oil. I can remember when I was a, you know, youngster. Yes, I have a good memory. That you know, patchouli oil was like the hippie scent everywhere you went. You know, when you went in these little boutiques and everything, it was always patchouli oil, burning incense. You know, burning. So that's the scent I associate. The trouble is, it gives me a headache. I'm all right with it in small doses, but you know, if anybody's took a bath in it, like a lot of people used to do, then I can't do with it. And my daughter-in-law doesn't like it. You know, I once got some incense sticks that were patchouli, and she didn't like the smell of it. It can be a little overpowering, I must admit. Yeah, I'm a real hippie at heart. I still am. Still am a hippie. Hence these waistcoats, which I love to wear. Patchouli, yeah, it is if you just got a little drift of it and it goes past. But you always get the ladies who take a bath in it, yeah. Well, they take a bath in any perfume, don't they? A lot of ladies, and you know, they just knock you out. And you're like, I read somewhere that perfume is supposed to be a little light lingering smell as you pass by someone, not whack them in the face, yeah. I had to travel on a plane once with a lady who was wearing poison, and she must have had a bath in it. I had to go and sit in the air hostess's seat at the back because I was violently sick. I had a migraine like tomorrow. And this, the air hostess said, "I'm sorry, but you'll have to go back and sit in your seat when we're landing." I thought, God, I hope she's not on this flight coming back. But she said to me, "Where did you go?" And I didn't like saying to her, "Your perfume's knocking me out and knocking me sick, yeah." "Hi, Munchkin." No, you're not too late. It's usually Anglesey that's always late. She always comes home just as I'm going off. And I feel awful, really, because as soon as she comes on and says hello, I have to say goodbye. I'm going. Yeah. So you're not too late, comparatively speaking. Right, this round will have 51 clusters, which means there will be the same number of clusters between every increase. Oh, gosh. It's telling me too much information already. Already it's telling me too much information. Already my mind's a buggling. Do you do that when you read some patterns and you go, what? Too much information. Why are you telling me all of that? Right. And I can't see a thing. Right. Repeat. Oh, gosh. Do that. And then do that for the next 5 spaces, right? Okay. Oh, poison is a really strong smell. I don't like the heavy perfumes. I really don't. They make me sick, yeah. Oh, you just watched the Trooping of the Guard. Changing of the Guard. Is it Trooping of the Colour? One of the two. I didn't watch it. I don't know why I didn't watch it. I just didn't watch it. I knew it was on, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah. Why do ladies think that they have to drench themselves? Mainly men are as bad. Not just picking on ladies. You get the men with talk about the smell of links, yeah. Some men, they the same, overpowering. It's meant to be a delicate scent, isn't it? Not half a bottle squirted on you. Right, I've done that. I've got to do 5 of these now. I hate this because when I get round to the other end, I find I haven't got the right number. You can hear snoring, it's Trixie. She's having a real old snore. Right, I've done that one. Right, increase. And then do the next 5 spaces again. Hi, John. Hello there. I'm trying to increase and talk, yeah. Yeah. It's nice when you have just a little drift of perfume. It's lovely. Yeah, I watched, you go out and you see ladies and they take their perfume with them in their bag. And then the minute they go in the ladies, they're like, shh, all over again. And you're like, no, perhaps you don't smell it anymore, but we all do. It hasn't faded, dear. You're fine, yeah. Hi, Chris. Hello. Nathan is with us, but he's got sad news today. He's had to lose his little dog, yeah. So it's all very sad, we all know. how hard it is when you lose your little loved ones. You know, people who say, oh, it's only a dog, it's only a cat. Yeah, no, it's not. The treasured members of the family, aren't they? Yeah, I've only got 9 thumbs up. Come on, people. I've got 29 people in here. Come on. Thumbs up. Yeah, it's very sad losing a furry baby. They are a member of the family, aren't they? You know, when all's said and done. I mean, you know how heartbroken I was when I lost my pets. You know, it's something that doesn't leave you. Yeah. Well, tomorrow's Father's Day in the UK. I don't know whether it's Father's Day anywhere else, but of course I don't have my daddy anymore. But I still think about him tomorrow. Right, I've done that. I've done the 5 spaces. Right. Then I've got to do an increase and then do the 9 spaces. Right. Yeah, it is. They are part of your family, aren't they? Because, you know, they're not like something that you leave outside, is it? You know. No, it's my lemon geranium that I went all over to try and get. And the leaves smell gorgeous. I don't know whether I'll ever get any flowers. But apparently it's not it's a pelargonium, whatever, anyway, something like that. Yeah, that's the ticket that you can see. Woo! The ticket. I'll put the ticket around the other side. But I tried all over to get that lemon geranium because it reminds me so much of my mum. My mum loved a lemon geranium. She always had one in the kitchen in the bottom. Apparently, they're supposed to help to dispel kitchen smells and deter flies. Although we've got a 4-legged fly deterrent who likes to chase anything that flies. Did I tell you I got stung by a wasp? I was bringing my washing in and I was minding my own business. And I wasn't aggravating this wasp. I wasn't swatting at it or doing anything. And the flipping thing stung me under my arm. I am allergic to them. So I was very, very fortunate that I didn't have a reaction. My son said, go and stick some vinegar on it. Anyway, I did and it didn't work. And then I remembered I had some aloe vera that said it was good for bites and stings. So I put some aloe vera on and that worked. That worked a treat. So, aloe vera. Always have some in your cupboard. It's not that expensive, actually. Yeah. I got the pressure lowered on my CPAP machine. I went on Monday, was it? Yeah, Monday. I went to the hospital just to have the pressure reduced. My mask was blowing. It was too, the pressure was too high. Yeah. Yeah, come on, there's only 12 thumbs up. Come on, where are you all? Put your thumbs up, please. I don't ask for a lot now, do I? Come on. Yeah. Lemon verbena, yeah. It's a pelargonium or something, a pelag something or other. I was asking everywhere for a lemon geranium, and everybody's going like, "Oh, we don't know what it means. We don't know what you mean." Anyway, eventually I googled and I found out it isn't. It's people call it a lemon geranium, but it actually isn't. So yeah, you've put mustard on bee and wasp things. I've not done that. I can vouch for that aloe vera though. It was bright red in the evening, and when I woke up the following morning, I couldn't even see where the bee had stung me, the wasp had stung me. Hate the things. And I didn't flap at it. It wasn't as if I was like, oh, yeah. Hello, Ephraim. Hello, darling. How are you? Ephraim's in the house. Hello, stranger, we should say. Where have you been? Where have you been? Have you got a note from your mum? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. I'm counting. Shouldn't be doing counting, should I, when I'm here? Right, in the next 9. Right, the next time I've got to do it into 10. Oh. The dog is snuffling away here. She follows me wherever I go. I can't leave the room without the little one coming. Oh, you've been working? Well, we'll let you off then. We'll let you off if you're working. You're working hard. I like to see people who are working hard. Not what I do anymore. Do you know, I don't know how I found time to ever do any work. I think I've gone lazy in my old age. I don't know why it's Father's Day and not Men's Day. It's just tradition. It's called Father's Day. And we're not going to call it a them day. I'm sorry, but I'm not into all of that. They, them, it. No. No, it's my Father's Day tomorrow, not a Man's Day. It's for fathers or grandfathers or whatever. It's not just a Man's Day. Well, we don't have a Ladies' Day, do we? We have a Mother's Day. So I suppose if you're not a mother, you feel left out with that, but can't be helped. It's just the way the day is, yeah. So what do we all know? I've still only got 17 thumbs up. Come on, what you doing, people? I don't ask much of you. I don't ask for half your wages and your worldly wealth. And all I want is a thumbs up. Oh dear, you think I was asking for a fortune? You think I was asking for a donation? Oh dear. I always give everybody a thumbs up when I watch their videos, unless they're really, really awful videos, but then I don't do a thumbs down, I just don't watch them. But I always automatically, when I start watching anybody's video, if they're friends and I like their videos, they get the thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah, they could be. You could be right there. Yeah. Oh, my dad, he was lovely. It's where I get my sense of humour from. He was an unconsciously funny man. Yeah. Oh, hi, Susan. Are you back at home again, Susan, or not? Yeah. Oh, we've got word be true going to drop off as well. Is it something I've said? Am I that boring that you're all going to nod off? Yeah. Ah, yes, Amelia. Yeah. It's nice to know that I'm sending everybody to sleep. Oh dear. You're going to see your dad on Monday again, yeah? No, actually, he was born in Royton, so that's where he is. He was scattered under a rose bush at my mum's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then my mum moved, and so he's wherever. He's under somebody else's rose bush now. You've been introverted lately. Yeah, no, you've got to be happy. You've got to be happy. That's my motto. Be happy. Yeah. It's 9:34, Chris. Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be thunderstorming, so I'm hoping it's not going to, because you know what my feelings are. I'll be under this desk. I'll be talking to you from afar. Yeah, because you know I don't like thunder. No matter how much people try to tell me it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to do this, I don't like it. Right, I've got to do the next 5 now. Amelia. Yeah, we've got an Emily, but not an Amelia. Dee, 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 dee. I always want to call you Jeannie, not Jean. It's pouring with rain. Well, it's supposed to be pouring with rain, yeah. Yeah, well, I hope to see you Wednesday. I'll try and remember to print that thing for you. You had a Madeleine born yesterday. Is that why you're tired? Because you were up all night waiting for Madeleine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do an increase. Yeah, I was watching Crochet Rocks, doing a out and about and looking at the seafront and everything. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I've got such a noisy scooter that I don't think you'd thank me for it. Right, I've got to do another 5. And then I'm supposed to be at the end. Oh, but I'm not. Yeah, everybody's got to be happy today. Even if you're not feeling it, got to be happy. Yeah, I'm named after my grandmas, both of them, just to make sure there's no favouritism. Could be worse. They could have been called something really awful, couldn't they? But luckily they weren't, yeah. Right, I've got to count this. I'm supposed to have... Oh, I can't see anything. My eyes are gone. I'm supposed to have 51. Oh, 51 clusters. What's betting I don't? What's betting I do not have 51 clusters? Because I never do. I never have the right number. I was making one of those little yarn baskets today. And my little, I mean, I make circles and I usually make them wonderful. My circle was like that, honestly. Anybody interested in Glastonbury? I would like to go, but only because of the fashion, not because of any other reasons. Yeah. Your summer hobbies on? Oh yeah, fishing. Yeah. Oh, we may get shad because of his fishing. Yeah. Let me count up how many of these things I've got. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. Oh dear, 51. I'm supposed to have 51 and I've got those left over. Oh, I'm not pulling it back. I'm going to have to fudge. And I did say fudge it. We all do that, don't we? No, I sent him a message, actually, a text message asking him if he was okay. But as of yet, I've not had a reply off Trevor. So I'm hoping he's fine, yeah. Oh, my mother-in-law was called Florence. That put me off the name forever. Oh. UK Medic, Fleet Air Arm Museum and the Air Show. You all remember Rob, don't you? He used to come on UK Medic. He does little videos. Apparently he's doing the Fleet Air Arm Museum and Air Show. If anybody's interested, he's called UK Medic. You don't understand Munchkin Heaven? Oh, she's saying it depends on who's on at Glastonbury. If there's any names that she fancies, yeah. Yeah, I'm working on the circle and I've got too many too many clusters, but I'm not caring. I'm going to fudge it, yeah. About Florence. No, it's the name. You know, you associate names with people, don't you? And you shouldn't do it, but you do. So we didn't get on. Yeah, we did not get on. Right, repeat rows 16 and 17. No increases, just repeat your rounds. Well, I'll repeat the rounds even though I've got too many stitches on. I'll suss it out when I get further on. It's only a question of dividing for the armholes, isn't it? That's the beauty about crochet, isn't it? That you just fiddle about. The Love Buzz, I've never heard of them. Who are they? Who's the Love Buzz when they're at home? I come from Oldham, don't forget, and a buzz is something you get on and ride. I used to get told off for that, calling it a buzz. My ex-husband used to say it's a bus. It's not a buzz. Oh, right. You're going to leave us now, are you? Okie dokie. They're a band in Ireland. That's probably why I've never heard of them then, John. Sorry. I'm not up with the latest bands anyway. I'm a golden oldie. You've got to remember that, John. I'm a golden oldie. What's going on here? Something is going on, and I know not what. Yeah, I'm not up with the kids these days. I can't remember. I don't know who's who. I'm like, who's that? You know, and everybody's going, they've had a number one, or they've been in the charts, or they what? And I'm going, are they? Don't know. Never heard of them. I mean, at one time I was knew who was what and everything. And I used to laugh at my dad because my dad would say, who are them? Who are them? They can't sing, he used to say. And he was so, Dad. I said, they're not all Bing Crosby, you know, boom, 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 boom. I used to hear my dad singing, you know, and he always did the boom, 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 like Bing Crosby used to do. Still. At the moment, I've got a thing about boy bands. I've been listening to all the old boy bands. And today I was listening to Il Divo. They were singing like songs from the shows, yeah. I've got Barbara Streisand on one of them, yeah. My dad didn't have a bad voice. He'd have never made a living, but he didn't have a bad voice. It wasn't awful, like, when some people get up to sing and you think, oh, the karaoke kings and queens. Hey, Isaac. You always get one, don't you? That always wants to get up every time there's a karaoke. And they can't sing for toffee. Man, you think half of them finish up on Britain's Got Talent, I keep thinking to myself, Britain's Got Talent, if that's the talent, what's the rest like? What were the ones who didn't make it? What did they sound like? The ones who didn't make the audition, they must have been really, truly awful because half of the ones on Britain's Got Talent can't sing for toffee. I would never get up on a karaoke. I've never been that drunk. Never been that drunk. I know you get the words because I can never remember words, so I'd have to have the words, but astrological signs. Apparently, according to the astrological signs, I'm one of the happiest signs of the zodiac. So, yeah, boo. Whether that's true or not, but I choose to believe it. I'm usually a happy little soul, yeah. I think, you choose to be happy, don't you? Even when life's really whapping you in the face with a wet sponge, I still try, to find something good in a day. Can't all be bad. There's got to be something in a day that's quite good, yeah. Yeah. I've always been cheerful. Used to do my ex-husband's head in. He said, you get up in the morning, you're always flipping singing when you get up in the morning. Can't you get up miserable like everybody else? Oh, dear. To me, every day is a fresh slate. Unless you've got something really awful happening in your life, yeah, you can't. I've been through it like with my parents when they were passing away and stuff like that. But unless you've got something really awful happening in your life, I always wake up and think today is a clean slate, Today is what you make of it, yeah. You can choose to be miserable all day if you want to be, there's a lot of people like that. I know a few. Got a permanent And I think I would hate to be you, to have that pessimistic outlook on life. You're like waiting for something to fall on. It's like chicken licking in it, waiting for the sky to fall on your head. Yeah. I mean, when you get to my age, let's face it, you don't know how long you've got to get. So you might as well, make the most of each day. Because, like my dad used to say, it could be your last one. You don't know. I mean, God willing, like, it's not my last day, but I would hate to have been thought of as, oh my God, she spent her last day being a right old grouch. I would hate people to remember me like that, yeah. I would far rather people, sort of said, oh, yeah, she was a great laugh. She always had something to say, always had a great sense of humour. I would far rather that than people cross the road to avoid, we've all got friends like that. And you think, oh, no, I don't want to hear the tale of woe. I really don't, yeah. So you cross over, don't you? I'm in a rush. Bye. You daren't ask them how they are. Because they take a deep breath, don't they? And you say, oh, God, here we go, yeah. I mean, I've got all the time in the world for somebody who's seriously ill. And I mean really seriously ill. but not a hypochondriac. You know. Yeah, you have to be upright, don't you? Yeah, I wish I had that confidence, Ephraim, that they think they're great singers. I think their parents must tell them that they've got a lovely voice, and their parents must be lying, you know. Yeah, yeah, it is draining, you know. We all have bad days. I have as much pain as a lot of people do, but I don't like to think about it, and I certainly don't want to inflict it on other people. You know, I don't want to go round all day going, "Oh God, you don't know what pain I'm in today. Oh, it's terrible. It's awful." I just suck it up and take a pill and zip it, you know. I mean, one of my friends used to say to me, "You never say anything, do you?" She says, "And I know you're in a lot of pain. I can tell it by looking at your face. So don't try and lie." And I go, "Well, I'm trying to distract myself. I'm trying to kid myself. If I don't think about it, it'll go away." It never does, but I think about that, yeah. But as you say, it's very emotionally draining if you got somebody who you know and they're constantly whining all the time. You know, going on and on about something or other that they've got, and yeah. Oh dear, cheers. I've got my Los Angeles or Los Angeles, as my dad used to call it, Los Angeles. I think it came from Z, Zeldin NRJ3. I think it came from her. Actually, miraculously, it doesn't have a chip in it. That means my daughter-in-law's not washed up. Everything I've got's got a chink. Chink, 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 missing out of it. Oh dear. So what we all been doing, what we all been watching on the telly? What have I been watching on the telly? I can't think. Oh, I've been watching like the Coastal Walks. I've been watching that. And then I've watched I think it's Alan Titchmarsh. He's been in Jersey and Guernsey. And then somebody was on the Isle of Wight, yeah. I love watching programs like that, yeah. Yeah, you can talk yourself into pain, can't you? Yolanda, you know. You know, it's like you get up some days and you feel, don't you? I won't say that word, but you know what I mean. As my dad would say, SH1T. But if you spend all day going, oh my God, oh my this, my that, my the other, you know, it does make you feel worse. You feel sorry for yourself. And there's nothing worse, sister. Yeah. No, I've been watching programs. I like watching, you know, even the old Michael Portillo, you know, on his train journeys and that. I've watched them all about 3 or 4 times. I love things like that. I can't garden for toffee, Jean. I've not got any green thumbs, fingers, anything. I kill everything. But I do like those programs where they come and do over a garden, you know, for somebody. They take over this wreck and wilderness and turn it into something wonderful, don't they? Mind you, they spend a fortune, don't they? But you've only got to go to the garden centre and it costs a bomb. You know, with a few little plants and you've left your wage. You know, when they do these, I mean, they plant some beautiful things, don't they, in these gardens, and they make them look absolutely fabulous and that. But they must spend thousands on them, you know. Whereas we're in the bargain basement end, aren't we? See how many plants we can get for a fiver, you know. My daughter-in-law can keep things alive. I'm not very good. I'm just hoping I can keep this. It's not smelling today. It smells more when I've watered it, actually. Oh, I can smell it now. Oh, lovely. Lovely lemon smell. Yeah. I've got a friend who buys up those little sad little things that have not been watered and they're reduced in shops and brings them back to life. I know what would happen if I brought one home. It would die. It would die. I can't keep anything alive. I'm just hoping with this lemon geranium. Well, it's not actually a geranium, it's a whatever. Yeah. It's going darker now, as you can see, the sky. It hasn't thundered, it's threatened all day. Yeah, it's my lemon. It's a lemon plant, a lemon oh, I wish I could remember what it's called. It's something like pelargonium or something. I call it a geranium. It's part of that family. It's a geranium. I bought some geraniums for outside, but they're all pink and whatnot. But as I say, it reminds me of my mum. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. You're quite safe. I wonder how big this is going to turn out. Maybe that's why I sold the other one. Maybe it wasn't big enough for me. Because at the time I was a lot heavier than I am now. I saw a photograph of myself the other day. I was like, oh gosh. I didn't realise I never got that big. I looked as though I got like a hamster with its winter store in each cheek. You got knit yourself a Guernsey in 4-ply. Oh gosh. My aunt used to knit lovely Guernseys in 4-ply. Why have I got that? They've gone to a wedding, so you know it wouldn't be a good place to put the dogs. You know, you can't take the dogs to a wedding, can you? They're only away for the night. They're back in the morning. Well, back tomorrow afternoon probably, because my son is going to see his dad because it's Father's Day. Yeah. The purple and white ones that grow on big stems remind you of your mum. I love, oh God. They're kind of like a foxglove, but they're not. You know, where they're tall and they've got loads and loads of flowers. I'm no good with flower names. You've probably gathered that by now. I think it's time I did a maroon. Yeah, I'm no good with flower names. You know, when we go to the the plants, I just pick them by what they look like. Oh, I like the way that looks. You know. The trouble with living here so close to the sea is there's so much salt in the air, it kills everything. You know, I need Alan Titchmarsh to tell me what kind of plants I should buy. There's some people moved in a house just up the road and they planted like a load of bushes and trees. And she was planting them when I went past the other day and she goes, oh, I hope they don't all die. She says, I did look if they were hardy. But, you know, it's so hard to keep anything here because, you know, the salt in the air just kills things. I mean, it would be nice. Our seafront is just a pile of blooming concrete. It would be nice, you know, if there was some flowers or something, you know, flower, bushes and trees. But I suppose they wouldn't grow, you know, so close to the sea and that. But I just wish something would break up the concrete. It's just so boring. I envy people who have lovely views because we've got sea and concrete, you know, and that's it. Hello, Anglesey. See, you come on today when I'm not going. Congratulations. She normally comes on and says hello just as I say I'm going. Oh, dear. Yeah, the view's going to disappear in a bit because it's going dark. Yeah, that's... Oh, you can't see, can you? Out my window. That's the works van from next door. You can't see much, can you? Because I can't show you. I don't know why I can't show you much, but I can't. I haven't got a long length on my camera, so I can't show you anything much. I keep saying I'm going to do, like, but I can't walk. That's the trouble. If I could walk with the camera, I could show you more, but I'm likely to fall over or something. So you'd be seeing a picture of something going, like I fell on the floor, And I can't walk without my wheeler. And I can't film with one hand and wheel my wheeler with one hand because I'd be going round in a circle. You have to hold on with two hands to get in a straight line. Oh, there must be an easier way to do it. Oh, God, I sounded like Punch and Judy, didn't I? That's the way to do it. Do you remember them when you was kids? That's the way to do it. God, it was real husband abuse, wasn't it? When you think back, Punch was always hitting his wife, wasn't he, and throwing the baby around. And then the policeman was there and the crocodile, wasn't it? I don't know whether you have Punch and Judy shows in America. It's kind of traditional seaside. But it's like promoting child cruelty, isn't it, really? They used to chuck the baby out around. Oh, dear, when we think about what we used to. And all the kids used to be laughing. And he's beating his wife up with his big truncheon. And he used to say, that's the way to do it. Dearie me. Oh. Oh, that's good, Jean. I remember once my ex-husband surprised me it was my birthday, and he brought the tape recorder up with Stevie Wonder, I think it was, singing Happy Birthday to You. About the only time he ever remembered it was my birthday. I only wear makeup now and again, Angles. I've got dry eyes, which is a misnomer because they drip when they run. And I've been putting, eye drops in from the doctor. So I've managed to put a bit of eye makeup on today, but normally I cannot wear it. I can't wear it all day anymore. I used to wear it all the time, but now. Yeah, Stevie Wonder playing Happy Birthday to You. As I say, it was probably one of the only times he ever remembered it was my birthday. He wasn't very good remembering things like that. And he was really rubbish at buying presents. He'd buy me things like an iron. I mean, what woman wants an iron for her birthday or for Christmas? And he used to say, well, you said you wanted one. I said, yeah, I did. I wanted one, but I didn't want one for my birthday. I remember one time he forgot my birthday completely and he came wandering in at about 10 o'clock at night with, those scruffy bunches of flowers they sell at the petrol stations that are half dead. Came in, he said, happy birthday. He'd had a couple of drinks, So I think I hit him over the head with the flowers and said, that is not a birthday present. No card, no nothing. Just this tatty bunch of flowers. And they were half dead, so I whopped him over the head with them. Well, it's not what you want, is it? If it's a nice big florist bunch of flowers, that's not too bad, but not a tatty thing from the petrol station, that's half dead. And they're always gary colours, aren't they, from petrol stations? They're never nice bunches. They always look like they've been dyed. I remember there used to be a flower place outside the cemetery down near where I lived. And he used to have the most gary bunches of flowers you've ever seen. I swear they must have been dyed. They could not have grown naturally, those colours. They were awful. And I used to think, oh, God, who buys those? I wouldn't want them on my... Well, I won't have a grave, but I wouldn't want them on my grave. No. There's no graves anymore unless you bought them months of, well, years and decades in advance, yeah. Oh, gosh. I once tried fake eyelashes and I was never much good at it. And I was like that because I couldn't open my eyes because... and then one of them fell off, so I had to take the other one off. How these girls wear those, those great thick fur lashes, I don't know. How do they keep their eyes open with the weight of them? Yeah, no, I've never really worn. I should do because I've got hardly any eyelashes and my eyebrows have disappeared. I've had to put eyebrow pencil on them for you to find them at all. My eyebrows have gone light, And I don't want them dyed or anything like that because I think they look terribly fake, when you get black eyebrows on. Because they always dye them too dark. If you say I had them dyed one time and they were almost black and they look stupid. I was trying to put powder on them to make them, and they said, oh, we dye them darker like that because they lighten after a while. It took them ages. Oh, I used to have great thunking eyebrows that used to, like Noel Gallagher. Used to meet in the middle. You hate them. Yeah, well, if you pluck them like I did, then you finish up without any. Oh, I've only tried once to wear them, Jean. They just weren't for me. I just can't. I see them advertised as those that are magnetic, and I'm thinking I'd go and they'd be stuck somewhere. I mean, my eyes run anyway. They run like mad. So I can imagine that if I put fake eyelashes on as well, they'd be even worse. Yeah, they would be worse. Oh, dear. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with these extra clumps when I get to divide for the armholes. I'll have to sort of suss it out, won't I? I'll have to get my measuring stick out when I get to the bit where you divide. I think I might have some crisps instead. Chips. Potato chips or whatever you call them. I have to keep thinking what things are called, because we call them different things here. I've got Walkers. Why is it that the guys always have gorgeous long lashes, don't they? I mean, I've dated boys in the past when they've had superb long lashes. And you're like, it's not fair. I can hardly find mine. They're so skimpy. And I haven't got any on the bottom. I cannot put mascara on the bottom because I haven't got any. Well, I've got about 6, I think, on each eye. I used to have bigger lashes than this, but, as you get older, you lose your hair. You just had your digestive biscuits. Well, I like digestives. I don't dunk them, though. I've never been a biscuit dunker. I've never wanted to dunk a biscuit. Oh, I like plain digestives. I like digestive biscuits with butter as well. You know, make a sandwich of them. 2 digestive with butter in the middle. Mmm. I'm a butter freak. No, I tried it once because somebody said, oh, it's wonderful. And I went like that and it fell off. Went in my coffee. I thought, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. I ruined a perfectly good cup of coffee. You lost them when you're pregnant. I can't blame it on that. I think mine went when I had a hysterectomy. When I was 33, all my hormones went. I stopped growing. My hair went thinner. My eyelashes and my eyebrows disappeared, but I grew them on me. I grew whiskers. Oh, I hope you're all right. I hope you're not allergic to the glue or anything. Little one's making some really strange noises here. Can you not hear her? I'll have to draw my curtains in a bit. You can't see the clouds the same through the window that I can see. When I was little, I used to love looking at the clouds, you know, making shapes with them. You know, they would move, wouldn't they? And then they'd change shape. These are not really moving, so it can't be really windy. You know, on a windy day, you can see them going whizzing past. No, these are definitely not moving. There's dark clouds over that side, but not over me. As long as the rain stays away. Although my washing's in the conservatory, so I can't grumble. My daughter-in-law's not going to like it. She doesn't like me putting my washing in the conservatory. Especially when I put my dresses on hangers and hang them off the windows. Not keen on that. I don't care. Nobody at the back looking over. It's private at the back. It's not as if we're like on the front, I'm hanging them on the front window, is it? Hi, Cash. You visited Isle of Wight and they had impressive floods. Did you take them with you or were they just there? Yeah, you have to put things somewhere to dry. It's either that or you have to use your dryer, and I'm not using the dryer. Are you working again tomorrow, Kaz? Yeah, Kaz usually pops on Munchkin. But when she has to work on a Sunday, she doesn't stay on. Oh, you're in sunshine, doll. Oh, we're always jealous, aren't we? We're jealous of any sunshine. There wasn't any. Mind, we've had a gorgeous week. We have had a glorious week over here, I must admit. There's no lights on in any houses. They must all be watching the telly. Oh, my neighbours, where I used to live in Prestwich, apparently they've put some lovely wooden carvings, the one of a fox and one of an owl in the woodland nearby where I used to live, yeah. They look lovely. I mean, they used to be like an ogre. And there was an owl once before, but somebody vandalised it. There used to be this, like, ogre thing. There's supposed to be an ogre around here on the seafront somewhere. But it's on the end of, like, a pier thing. I haven't been down and seen it. I think Tanks is nice. I love it when your fingers type something that your mind didn't mean. I always say I've got dyslexic fingers because it doesn't read my mind. Well, they don't read my mind. Or what's worse is when predictive text changes what you've written into something completely different. And you get these weird messages of people, you're like, what? And then you get the next message saying, sorry, predictive text. You thought it was Irish. Yeah, well, they said the turd when they mean the third. Always makes me laugh, that. I hope this dog doesn't get off the chair just because I'm going to put the light on. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to follow me. Stay there. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to put the light on. No, stay there. She has to follow me everywhere I go. She has to follow me. It's a wonder I didn't trip over my dress. It's miles too long. My dresses start off not too bad in the morning, and then my spine must shunt during the day. And my trousers and my dresses always finish up way too long. Let's put me, oh no, down it is. Need to go. That's better. Oh, you like my pink cardigan? It's a bit. It's too chunky. It's down here. It's really thick. Look how thick it is. Look how thick. I thought it was chunky, but it's actually like a super chunky. It's absolutely thunking. Might be all right in the winter. But so... I did it once before, but it wasn't like this. I must have just done it in normal chunky. But this was ice yarn. It just said it was bulky, but bulky. It's more than bulky, this. It's just huge. You feel like Mixture and X wearing it. I might make it again, but just do it in ordinary chunky, not super duper chunky, whatever that might be. I've lost my bottle out. Swim, little fishy, swim, swim, swim. Managed to get some more dandelion and burdock. Well, my son did. Hi, Patricia. They don't sell it at this local B&M. So my son went to the big B&M. I waited outside. He said, do you want anything? I said, yes. So I gave him some money. I said, just get me some dandelion and burdock. I don't know why more places don't sell dandelion and burdock, because I like it. Or as my son used to call it, dandelion and burp duck. Because it makes you burp, he said. I've got Aero today. Aero. The Amazon man finally, well, actually, the Amazon man came twice. Different Amazon man. The first one come and I said to him, that's not all my order. He said, well, that's all I've got. So I thought, oh. So I looked. And they sent me order in 2 bits. Another Amazon man came about 6:15 tonight with the rest of it. And it was the pain patches I was waiting for. They didn't come till about 6:15. Those heat patch things where you stick on your back. I'm not that quick of a crocheter, really, Jean. I used to be far quicker. I used to start something in the morning and nearly finish it by tonight, you know. But now I'm a much slower crocheter. This chocolate is... I daren't put it in the fridge, though. Put it in the fridge and they eat it. Then when I go to the fridge to get some chocolate, there's none there. You're on the treadmill. I need a little mini fridge. I used to keep all my chocolate in the fridge. When Arian used to visit, yeah, I have to hide it in my room, so it's too warm in my room. Yeah, there's Aero, look. Too warm in my room, so it's all oogie googie. Send them an invoice. Yeah, right. As if anything I buy turns into hours. When I buy biscuits, it's like they eat them. And then they said they're putting on weight. I said, well, I eat biscuits, but I eat them in moderation. So I'm not putting on weight. They must eat more than me. Because I'm not putting on weight. I'm not losing it. I'm not putting it on though. But I stand on the scales. But twice a week I stand on the scales. And if I put 1 pound or 2 on, then I think, watch what you eat for the next few days. I have a weight I like to be, you know, give or take 1 pound or 2. And if I find myself going over that, I'm like, no. Stop it. No, stop it right now. You don't want to put no more weight on. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I mean, I don't diet. I just watch what I eat for a couple of days. If I put a pound or two on. But as for this, watch what you're eating. Have a balanced diet because I can't get those, the injections. Balanced diet. That's a sweetie in each hand to me. If I was a drinker, it would be a drink in each hand, wouldn't it? Right, I'm not having any more. Put it away. I've got a drawer in the computer. I put it away. I won't let myself eat the bar. I could, and I would, but I put it away. It's like people who say, just have one piece of chocolate. How can you have one square of chocolate? Never in my life. It's taken me so long to lose the weight I've lost, Kaz. I just do not want to put it all back again. It's not that I'm vain. It's not because I think I look better. It's just I need to lose more weight because of my hips and my back and my knees. Hi, Jackie. I would be a lot better, mobility-wise if I wasn't carrying all this weight. Hello to you too. Come on, there's 46 people in here and I've only got 31 thumbs up. Not hinting, but there's a thumb here. I can't do my own thumbs up, so help a lady out, please. Thank you, Isaac. Yeah, most people do, but there's always... I would eat the whole bar, but I can't. I really can't. A, for my diabetes, B, for my weight. No, can't eat the whole bar. I'd have a sugar rush. Oh, I know. How can anybody eat one piece of chocolate? I don't worry about my weight, Kaz. I just know that when I put weight on, it's bad for my joints. And I feel it, in my hips, and I feel it in my knees when I'm carrying extra weight, yeah. Yeah. I like to have chocolate in the house, but I don't always eat it. That's why I can't put it in the fridge, because I know that I could have chocolate in the fridge for 2-3 weeks. And then when I wanted it, it'd be gone because they'd have eaten it. Yeah. But they don't replace it, they eat it, you know what I mean? No, I don't like peanut butter. You're quite safe with those, Yolanda. You could have those in the fridge forevermore and I wouldn't eat them. I'm one of the weirdies that doesn't like peanut butter. The dogs eat peanut butter, but they eat the special one that dogs can have. Well, you will do, Kaz, because you'll be buzzing about all over the place. I put weight on when I stopped working. Because I wasn't walking about all the time. And of course, I put weight on after I lost my dog, yeah. Because I wasn't taking him 3 walks a day. I just don't like peanut butter. As I say, I just don't like peanuts. I don't like nuts. The only nuts I will eat are You know, the monkey nuts in the shells? They're just nuts that you give the birds. I don't like anything salted, roasted, almonds, cashews, and peanuts that are. Oh no. I know I'm weird. I don't like anything to do with nuts. When I found out I was allergic to cow's milk after all these years, my daughter-in-law bought me almond milk. I said, of all things you have to buy me. She goes, why? I said, I don't like nuts. She said, oh, are you allergic to them? I said, no, I'm not allergic to them. I just don't like the taste. If anything's got nuts on. We bought a little cake thing in the, I don't know what kind of cake it was, in the cafe. And I went, oh, there's nuts in it. And my friend said, oh, I'll have to swap you then. She said, I'll swap you my piece of, I think she had ginger cake or something. She says, but it didn't say it had nuts in it. It was something daft like a chocolate cake or a carrot cake or something, and it had these blooming nuts in. Yeah, I was always slim and trim when I had the shop because I was like, oat milk. I don't like any. I have the dairy free stuff, but I don't like oat milk or almond milk or soy milk. Oh, cannot do with soy milk. No, I just don't like the taste of nuts. I am not allergic to them in the slightest. Well, as far as I know, I'm not allergic to them. I just do not like the taste of them. I've never been eating nuts. Oh gosh, yeah, I love cream cheese frosting on a carrot cake. They make a nice carrot cake at the bakery near where the library is. I get that usually. I don't eat. I don't know. I just don't eat much these days. I eat wrong. All my hand up, I'll eat wrong. Right, now I've got to increase again, so maybe I can sort this out again where I'm wrong. Round 18. In this round, you will be creating the armholes. Oh my goodness me. I will have to watch what I'm doing because I've got four groups of trebles too many. So I'm going to have to really mark my armholes before I start, aren't I? I've always drunk milk. I love milk. Never had a problem with it. And then I started with really bad stomach since I moved here, really. And I found out that dairy affects me. So, not cheese and not butter, just the milk. And I don't know why. I've never had a problem with milk before. Never, ever had a problem. Right, let's have a look what I'm supposed to be doing now. 3 into next chain space, 3. Repeat to the next 2. Right. Oh, got to put the armholes in the right place. I should have got some. Oh, I've got one stitch marker. Oh, well, I did have till I dropped it. Got one stitch marker there. Right, hang on. What are we doing? You'll be creating the armholes. 3 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain into the next space. Repeat into the next 3. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. And it's chain 25. I'm going to need more stitch markers. Yeah, I'll break these for fun. Break those. I need to mark my armholes because I've got too many. Too many. Yeah, I've got bad IBS. My IBS is shocking. I drink the lactose-free milk, although I don't really have milk because I don't have milk in my coffee. I have to drink black coffee. But if I have cereal, I have to have the lactose-free milk. I need to get my stitch markers. Oh. Does anybody want a pair of knees? Because you can have mine free of charge. I'll give them free to anyone who wants knees. They don't work, so you can have them. I'll swap you for a pair of knees that work and a hip that works. Right. Stitch markers. Got my little stitch markers. I'm making one of those circular waistcoat vests. But in actual fact, that doesn't look very big. You know, it doesn't look very big. And it's for me. It's not looking very big. I think I might have to do another couple of rows before I start doing this divide for the armholes bit. I don't think that's going to be wide enough for the old body. Let's have a measure its widest part. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Right, widest bit. Widest bit. Widest bit 20. Could do, could fit. Might be a bit tight. Especially if I'm wearing it over a dress. I think maybe I might stick another row in before I divide. Oh, that's what I may do. May stick another row in. Yep. I don't want it too tight. That could have been why. The high temperatures have been... I love high temperatures, I should confess. But I've been enjoying it. Everybody else has been moaning. Oh, it's too hot, it's too hot. And I've been like, yay, bring it on, bring it on. It was 26 the other day. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Chris is always the one who tells me. But I loved it. I love it. Everybody else is going, oh, it's too hot, it's too hot. But I love it. Yeah, I love the heat. Yeah, I have never been allergic. Oh, roll on winter. Oh, give over. You can sit in the fridge, Isaac. Roll on winter. Yeah, boo. I hate it here in the winter. I hate the wind. I hate the rain. I hate Fleetwood when it's awful. I only like it when it's hot, yeah. You're going to get your beauty sleep. Okie dokie. Can you have some beauty sleep for me as well, Kaz? Think I need it more than you. Oh, you should move here, Isaac. It's always flipping freezing. This week is the only week I've been able to wear a dress without having to have a cardigan on. You know, it's just so cold here. That was Rosie scratching. Yeah, I hate it. I hate the cold and I hate the wind. It's always the wind off the sea here. I know I used to love milkshakes, but they only make them with with cow's milk unless you ask, and then they can make them with soy milk, which I don't want. So I can't have my milkshakes at the cafe anymore. What a shame. Yeah, I'll put another round in before I start dividing. I don't want it to be too tight. That's maybe why I got rid of the other one. Maybe when I tried it on, it was too tight. But bear in mind, I was a heck of a lot bigger back in the day. So maybe that's why it got sold. Oh, my little girl's getting off the sofa. She's gone wandering off. The back door's open, so she's okay. I never have to worry about Rosie. It's little Tiddlebum I have to worry about. The only thing I have to worry about Rosie is her barking. See you next week, Kaz. 64 degrees and rainy. It's supposed to be 21 here at the minute. I'll be sleeping with the little thing tonight. She's a right fidget bum. She's quite heavy, for a little one. She's so chunky and she walks all over you during the night. I'd rather sleep with Rosie, but Rosie won't sleep with me. Rosie sleeps on her own. It's getting bigger. Oh, my tails. No, they've ruined the little one. She wouldn't sleep on her own. She cried and cried and cried when she was a little puppy. So they let her get in bed with them, and now she won't sleep anywhere else. She won't sleep with Rosie. Rosie sleeps on her bed. Or to be honest with you, Rosie sleeps on my sofa 99% of the time. Oh, that sounds nice. 88. Oh, how lovely. I love hot weather. Yeah, this should have been purple, though. It looked purple in the shop. When I got it home, it was wine. It still looks okay, but I wished it would have been purple. But I'm going to. Somebody suggested I did one all in purples. So if I finish this off by Wednesday next week, that's when I go past the Naked Sheep. That's the name of the local wool shop. And if they're open, because she's not always open, she's got a little kiddie in school. So if the kids are off school, she tends to, not be there. So I shall have to get some purples. Hello, sweetie. Hello, my darling. Hello. Are you okay? You're a good girl, aren't you, Rosie? You're a good girl, darling. Mm. Yeah. It's no good looking at me like that, darling. It's not bedtime yet. You only get your stick when it's bedtime. She wants a dental stick. Hey, I couldn't do the flight, Jill. I'd have to keep walking up and down and annoying the air hostesses. I can't sit still. They don't have the leg room, and I can't afford to fly business class. Oh, to be rich. You know, keep your fingers crossed I've won the lottery tonight. All I ever win is a lucky dip, and then my lucky dips never win anything. It's all congratulations. And you think, ooh, it says, you have won a lucky dip. Oh, thank you. Man, I've sold a load of the wool. Well, yarn. All at reduced prices, of course, but at least I've got money for to have a little holiday in this country. Yeah. Only a few days, yeah. But it's better than nothing, isn't it? Better than nothing. We've got no shad today. He must be fishing. He must have gone fishing. There's a sign upon his door. Gone fishing. No, we didn't get hail. We got thunderstorms here. They were terrible. La, la, la. I keep listening. I thought it was thundering before, but it was an aeroplane going over. Right, what colour next? Emerald green, I think, is next colour. Emerald green. Then maybe I'll divide to the armholes. You know, this one size fits all doesn't fit anybody if you're a bit chunky. Although I keep thinking I'm bigger than I am. I keep making things too big. I keep looking at them thinking, nah, I could fit. So then I stick another few rows on and then they're too big, yeah. You have massive hailstone. Oh, no, I don't want hailstones. I don't even like lightning and thunder. I really don't. I'm not one of these people, oh, looky, 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 and taking photographs. And no, I'm the one that's under the table, you know. Do, 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 do. You always make things too big, yeah. Well, I still think I'm as big as I used to be, yeah. So I'm automatically do the size I used to do. And I sort of can't believe I'm smaller, so, you know. Well, Manchester got flooded, honestly. There was pictures, you know, from the Manchester Evening News, like the videos, and it was absolutely flooded everywhere. Oh gosh, when you're driving, it's a while since I've been driving, you know, and the rain's so bad that the windscreen wipers don't cope with it. And it's worse still if you're on the motorway. You know, that's happened to me in the past when I used to drive. You're on the motorway and all of a sudden you can't see anything because the rain's coming down so hard, the windscreen wipers can't cope. And you're like, no. Right, now I've done another row, so maybe that'll be better. I'll get my little stitch markers out and see what I can do next. Right, so let's get a couple of stitch markers out. Right. Do it in 3 spaces. Right, that's 1. And then 1, 2, 3. So it'll be here. You start doing your armhole. Skip 6 one chain spaces. Skip 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't look a very big armhole, does it? No, it doesn't look a very big armhole at all. At all, at all, at all. Right. I know it's an armhole, but it doesn't look that big. Skip the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe if I put it there. Then I'm supposed to increase, but if I don't increase, then I'll be fine, won't I? Repeat to the next 10 spaces. Grilled burger with melted jack cheese, caramelised red onion, sauté mushrooms. Not the jalapenos, no. And not the kimchi. No. No peppers and no kimchi. I'm awkward, aren't I? I know I'm awkward. Right, I need another stitch marker. If I use stitch markers, I can work out whether I'm right or wrong, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Jimmy John's unsandwich. I do not know what you mean. Right, I'm going to put them where it tells me to, and then I'll adjust. I will adjust. Right. Increase and then chain into the next 10 spaces. Oh, right. Increase. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Increase and do it in the next 10. Hi, Magali. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on a minute. Crease in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Increase in the next stitch, then do it in the next 10. Right. Crease in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. That isn't working out right. Something's not right there. Three double crosses. So that's 1, 2, 3. And go 1, 2, 3. So that's the back neck. Something has gone wrong. Something has gone awry. I'm glad I'm not doing it wrong. 25, skip 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Right, that's me. That's the middle of the back. That's the middle. Hang on. No, that's the middle. That's either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So now this has got to be where the increases are, which is increase in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Increasing the next stitch. Bear with me. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just making sure I get all my increases in the right spaces. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm kind of right. Kind of right, but wrong. Does that sound right? Kind of right, but wrong. I've got 8 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Right, 1, 2, 3, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the increasings. The one at the bottom has to be different. Yup. I'm getting here. How come when I had too many that I don't have enough now to do the splits? Oh, don't know. Don't know. But still, it'll be all right on the night. That's what they always say, don't they? Break a leg, it'll be all right on the night. Right, I'm having a drink now. You're going to put some potatoes in the air fryer. Ooh. You ordered some cotton yarn to make a lightweight scarf, but haven't started it yet. Oh, you're asking Jill, does she have a pattern in mind? I'm just going to say, I'm not making a scarf. Jill, you are being summoned. Right, now I can start. Now I've got my markers in the right place. It's Doris Chan's birthday today. I don't know how old she is. She must be about 80, I think, by now. Sadly, she's not made any more books. I did wish her a happy birthday. She probably thinks, who the heck's that? But yeah, it's Jill. Jill, she's called. Jill, Jill, Jill. No, you saying you wanted a lacy scarf reminds me of the one I've made a few times, but it's one of Doris Chan's patterns. One of the few magazines I actually kept. I got rid of most of my magazines, but I didn't get rid of that one, thankfully. With my Doris Chan. It's a scarf, it's a stole, it's however you want to make it. She tells you the pattern, and then she tells you to add more stitches to make either the wider or a stole or whatever. Yeah. Right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've got to do 25. 25 chain, is it? Chain 25. 1, 2. Oh, God. It's a good start, isn't it? Gone wrong already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I missed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm not very good company, am I? Because I'm counting. Yeah. Do I still have the scarf? No, I made it actually. That's not going to be big enough for anybody's armhole. No, I made it for. I made it as a stole for a friend's wedding. I gave it to the bride, so I don't have it. There may be a picture of it somewhere on Ravelry, but I don't actually have the scarf anymore. Right. That seems quite a tight armhole. Quite a tight armhole. I don't know though. By the time it gets opened, it'll probably be all right. But it does look a bit small. I'll have to try it on. Maybe I should have increased more. Maybe I should have increased more. It doesn't feel very big, actually. Oh, it will. It will go up my arm. Oh, like I said, I always think I'm bigger than I am. No, it was a lovely lacy scarf. It's like a pineapple stitch, it was. It was in an interweave crochet bucket. But luckily I kept the magazine. Don't ask me where it is at the moment, but I know I've kept it. Well, I still got that song in my head. Yeah, it's probably on the Ravelry somewhere, because I'm sure I'll put it on there. It's like a pineapple stitch. It's very, very lacy. But she only did it in, you know what Doris is like, she only did it in, I did mine in, I think it was either cashmere or merino or something. All right, I'll see you next time, Dawn. Because it was for the bride, so I wanted it to be pretty. I think it was cashmere or merino I made it in. I always go back to my Doris Chan books. There's only one that I haven't really made anything from, and that's the one that she did where she did like broomstick and tapestry crochet in it. And I've never made anything from that. But that's the only book I've never really used. I've used all her other ones. I don't know whether she used it actually for the wedding, but she did like it. But it was very, very hot because she got married in Skiathos. So it was very, very hot. So I don't think she actually used it on the day. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right, I've got to increase here. Full body stretch 40 minutes. Oh, 40 minutes on a treadmill. You'd have to give me artificial, what do you call it? What do they call it? CPR. If I did 40 minutes on a treadmill. I never liked that. You know, when I used to go to the gym. You know, it was like walking to nowhere. Oh, your best friend had a stroke. Well, my ex-husband's lost a grandson, 18, to meningitis. And he'd been vaccinated. 18. And my son's lost a friend who's 30-something to a stroke. But they're having to have an inquest because apparently he was stabbed about 2 years ago. And they're trying to wonder if the blood clot on his lungs that's killed him, like for the stroke and that, was anything to do with him being stabbed. If it was, then of course it's manslaughter or murder or whatever to whoever who stabbed him. It's a bad world. Every time you open the paper, there's something nasty in it, isn't there? Somebody doing something to somebody. I don't know whether it's just recently or what, but oh my goodness me. You're frightened of opening the paper. Turn on the news, it's like bad news. We want a good news channel, we've decided. I'm just hoping this is big enough because I'm not going ahead with it if it's not. I'm going to have to put more rounds in it to make it go wider. If it's not right when I've tried this on. Because I don't fancy having to try to sell this one. Because at the moment nothing's selling at all, so I don't want to make anything else to stick in the shed. There's enough stuff in there already that I'm trying to get without. I'll tell you, if anybody tells me to donate it anymore, I'm going to clock on one. It's the dog that's snoring. I can assure you I have not got a man in here. Oh, you're back again, Patricia. No, there's no man in here. It's just the dog snoring. I have to sleep with that as well. I have to sleep with her snoring. Oh. It's great. I love it. What, Trixie? What are you doing? She's giving me a look now. What's going on, Grandma? She's just staring at me. It's very unnerving. Very unnerving. Don't do that to Grandma. You're terrifying her. Giving me that look. Oh. Ow. No man in the corner. No. I should be so lucky. Although in my luck, it would be somebody I didn't want in the corner. I don't think this is going to be big enough, you know. I think this row is going to have to come back and I'm going to have to put some extras. You've been busy with a birthday celebration prep. Whose birthday is it? I hope you're not preparation for your own birthday. That spoils the fun, doesn't it, if you have to do it your own? Right, let's see. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, it's your daughters. Oh, well, that's all right. I'll let you off then. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Janet, what are you doing, girl? You're getting all your chain in a twist. I hate twisted chain. When you twist your chain. Oh, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh dear. You have to excuse me, I've just been counting and I don't think I've got it right now. And I'm getting my chain in a right knot here. It's not working out at all. My chain's twisted. I'm still twisting my chain. You wanting to make a kimono? What, a stitching one or a... Oh, Janet, what are you doing? A stitching one or a crochet one or a knitted one? Why have I got that in there instead of in there? Oh, do you know, I am not having a good time of this. And I wouldn't mind, I think I'm going to have to pull this row back. You're bothering too much. I don't know why, I usually do my crocheting by ear anyway. Kimono, it's a lot of crocheting. I made one of those, what they call it, a ruana once for my sister-in-law. Gosh, if it hadn't been for a Christmas present, I wouldn't have done it. Blimey, there was a lot of crocheting in that. And I don't think she ever wore it after I'd made it for her. Right. Oh, God, Janet, what are you doing, girl? Do you ever talk to yourself? I'm talking to myself here because I'm calling myself names for being stupid. Right, I'm going to put a stitch pin in this because I want to try it on, because there's no point in carrying on if it's not going to be big enough. It's one of those one size fits all, yeah. No, my Ruana wasn't, because I did it in quite nice yarn. It doesn't look very big, this. Doesn't look very big. Nope, it is not going to be big enough. I didn't think it would be. Nope, it's definitely not big enough. Not big enough. So, you see, the thing is, it's done in worsted yarn, which we don't have in England. We don't have a worsted yarn. We have double knitting, which is finer, or we have Aran, which is thicker. And nearly every American pattern that I come across is in worsted yarn. So that gives me the problem. When I do it in double knit, it's not big enough. And yet I don't want to do it in Aran because that's too thick. Yeah, I need to do a few more rows before I divide for the armholes. I'm going to have to wing it, because I can no longer follow the pattern. I'm going to have to go off-piste, as they say. Off-piste. You answer yourself as well, so do I. I'll say, what are you doing? And I'm going, you're such a twit. And I'm talking to myself, yeah. You do funny voices, yeah. You're not supposed to answer yourself, do you know that? Really? That is a sign. You fuss at the news channel. I don't watch the news channel. I'll be throwing things at the telly at the moment. It's all the same news, isn't it? They find a news story and then they hammer it to death. And you're like, yeah, can we move on a bit? Can we find something else to talk about, please? You know, it just gets me goat. It does, really. It's news. It's news for about 2 days. It's not news for about 6 weeks, yeah? Right, now then, I need to work out my increases. You watch the YouTube news. I only watch subscriptions. I don't watch the YouTube news. I'm sick of them telling me what I need to watch, and there's always something I don't want to watch. You know, it's all doom and gloom, isn't it, these days? Yeah, Chris has a party going on in his head. I do sometimes, yeah. I don't like it when I get like what I call an earworm, you know, where things go on in your head and you're like, God, I wish I could think of something else. And you go over and over and over the same thing in your head and you're like, stop it, get to sleep now, stop it. Stop thinking about that. And then you think about it again and you think, no, stop it, stop it, stop it. Right, increase there. Right, 1, 2, 3, increase. You drive yourself crackers when you can't get it out of your head, though, don't you? Because you don't solve anything, you know, going over and over and over it in your head. All that happens is you're absolutely tired out the following morning because you've had no sleep. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm making it up as I go along now. 1, 2, 3. I'm putting stitch markers in where I think I've got to increase. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, I need more than 25 stitches for an armhole. I know I've got fat arms, but 1, 2, 3. Well, I've done all this. I probably have to change it anyway. 1, 2, 3. Well, we do that all the time, especially with politicians. I mean, if God gave them brains, why don't they use them? And they come up with some tin pot theory, don't they? You're like, what? You're like, I may not be clever, but I know that idea is not going to work. 1, 2, 3. You know, a layman without any brains knows that that theory they've just dreamed up is not going to work. I was like that when I worked at the job centre. Some twit in high office who'd never actually served a customer in his life would come up with this theory of what you should be saying to people and what you should be doing. And you're like, nah, ain't going to work. But they would make you try it, and then it didn't work. And you're like, yeah, we told you. We told you it wasn't going to work, but you didn't listen to us. You know, the people who have to implement things are, you know, the ones that you should ask, you know, is this going to work if we do this? I'm like, yeah, it's not. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. I'm going to increase all the way around. And then it's going to mess up completely all the count. But if it's not going to fit, it's not going to fit, is it? So, you know. Yeah, I don't watch the news anymore now, unless there's really something to watch, some disaster that's happened that I want to know, you know, exactly what went on. But like I say, whatever it is, you watch it over and over and over again. And it's not news anymore because you've watched it over and over and over again. And you're like, yeah, we all know about it. We've all heard about it. Unless you're under a stone, you've heard about it. And so you don't want to hear about it anymore. It's not even updates, is it? You know, it's just the same old hash over and over and over. It's not like they've got something new to tell you, you know. What I don't like is they tell you a story and they say this has happened, and then they never give you an update. And you're like, yeah, what happened after that then? You know, what happened? And you don't get to know what happened because they never tell you. You know, did the person recover? Did they not recover? What happened to them? Did you find them? You know. No. And you look up online and you can't find anything about it. It's like it never happened. And yet other stories, yeah, the hook, yeah. Other stories that you don't want to hear about, you hear about it over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, it's to get you to watch, and then they don't tell you, do they? Yeah. But, you know, like if it's a news story, like a week later, it's old news, isn't it? It's not news. It should be ancient news, old news, last week's news. I don't want to hear about it over and over and over again. You know, it's something drastic happening, you know, and you want to watch it because it's some disaster, like something's crashed or something's happening, and you are actually interested in what's actually happened. But what I call fake news about some celebrity or some politician's done this and that and the other, I don't want to hear about it for weeks and weeks and months. I don't care anymore, you know. Yes, they did it, or whatever they did or they didn't do. Yeah, we've all heard about it now. Let's move on. Let's not have an inquest, you know. Let's not go over and over and over and have a chat show about it. Why do you think they did this? Who knows? Who cares? They just did it. We don't want to know why or what was going through their head at the time. Unless you're in their head, you don't know what was going on in their head at the time. No, it really annoys me. It's like clickbait, isn't it? Oh God, I was sick to death about that. Isaac, I'm sick to death about hearing about it. God, if it's not Philip Schofield, it's Harry, and if it's not Harry, it's somebody else, and you're like, oh God, well, give it a rest. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. We're just talking about news and no, it isn't news, it's just showbiz gossip, isn't it? It's not news. To me, news is something that happens in the world that impacts on other people. I don't want to hear about celebs dirty linen that they're airing in public. I don't want to know. It's not news, is it? It's not affecting anybody else, only him. It's not world event. People in the US will never have heard of him anyway. That's what I mean is, if it's a celeb or anything, it's news, 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 week after week after week after week. And you're like, no. It's gossip. That's what it is, Isaac. Gossip. Let's assassinate somebody this week. Let's rip them to pieces this week. It's like a witch hunt, isn't it? No, we couldn't care less what he does private life. What he does behind closed doors has got nothing to do with anybody else. That's what I mean is they assassinate people. They do it, it's not just him, they do it with loads of other people, don't they? They find some little tidbit of gossip and yeah, well, this is what I think they want to do. They want us not to think about the awful things that are happening in the rest of the world. They push things like, bombings and stuff in the Ukraine. Now they get pushed off the front page because Philip Schofield's done something or other, or the Kardashians have done something or other, or Harry's done something or other. Who cares, People are being killed all over the world. That's more news. Yeah, they usually try to distract us from something that's happening in Parliament, don't they? So we don't know. No, I've stopped. You can't help it though. You don't have to watch the telly. They throw it at you on Facebook. They throw it at you on Instagram. They throw it at you everywhere. You just can't get away from tittle tattle. That's what I call it. It's not news. Tittle tattle. Yeah, it's on you. They keep recommending videos for me, and I'm like, no, I don't want to watch it. Why do they think we want to watch it on YouTube? I have to stop it all and put like crochet or something at the top, in my search engine. And even then, I still get messages about somebody else or other that's got nothing to do with crochet. Oh, people in the UK are up in arms about that sewing bee. I don't know whether anybody in the UK watches it, where they were cutting up like Afghans and stuff made in granny squares and, making jumpers and things with them. Yeah. Yeah, you need to sort out the wasps. Yeah, that blooming wasp stung me the other day. They'll be on their holidays soon in a bit, the Parliament anyway. They get their jolly holidays, don't they, with the holidays with pay. They're off for about 6 or 8 weeks, while the rest of us struggle. They can take their families off for about 6 or 8 weeks. I bet they take their kids out of school, don't they? Where we all get told off if we do that. You know, they can all jet off on their holidays. You know, they don't get fined, I bet, to take the kids out of school because they're probably all at private school, aren't they? Whereas you've got to get permission to take your kids out of school. Or you've got to go away when it's the most expensive of all, yeah. Oh, gosh. You've only got to look at the fantastic pensions these... You know, I mean, Boris isn't going to starve, is he? Now he's given up being an MP. You know, the rest of us give up our job, we'd have nothing. They'll say, oh, you've given up your job, you don't get any job seekers allowance. You've willingly put yourself out of work. I bet he doesn't have to go and sign on. I bet he's got a nice little nest egg tucked away somewhere. There's orcas off the east coast USA. We've actually got dolphins in Fleetwood, would you believe? All right, Isaac, good night. Thank you for joining us. Happy crafting. 11 weeks? Oh my goodness. What do parents do that have to go to work? How do they cope? Do they get childcare or what? You know, how do they manage? You know, it's all right, isn't it, having kids having 11 weeks off, but I mean, when mums and dads have got to go to work, you know, how do they cope financially? They can't take 11 weeks off work. You know, I mean, I was fortunate. I worked with my parents, so I used to be able to take my son with me. Oh, hi, Pam. You know, so I could take my son with me. Schools have got daycare. I bet they've got to pay for it, haven't they? I mean, if they've got daycare and summer camp, they might as well leave them in school. You know, they have daycare and stuff like that over here in the UK, but you've got to pay for it. It's not free. Once again, you know, penalising the poorer people that have to go out to work and have to try and get childcare for their kids. You know, it's all money. I mean, as I say, I was fortunate. I used to be able to take my son to work with me. You know, summer holidays and that, yeah. The orcas. It's probably something to do with climate change. They'll blame it all on that, won't they? Why the orcas are coming. They'll say it's climate change. They'll say it's something or other, won't they? Yeah, and the seals. They're probably eating the seals, aren't they? I mean, the orcas must be coming for food or some reason why they're coming. They're not coming just to say hello, are they? I'm glad I'm not swimming over there. That's all I can say. Well, I've increased all the way around. So now I can't follow my pattern. I've gone completely off piste now. Wouldn't be me, would it? If I didn't change everything around. Yeah, I know it's nature and that, but it unbalances things if things get out of flunter. You know, if the law of nature kind of gets out of flunter. You know, if you get too many of one animal that eats all the others up, you know. But what do you do? I know it's nature and stuff, but what makes things get unbalanced? That's what I want to know. You know, when things live happily for years and years, it's got to be something to do with climate change and lack of everything. Hello, Liz. Are you enjoying your holiday? Liz has gone on her holidays to Greece. And I'm not jealous, I'm just permanently green. I want to go to Greece. La, la, la. Yeah, I worked with my mum and dad in the wool shop, so I was able to take my child with me to work. Yeah. No, it's not too hot. Come over here, Liz, and I'll go over to Greece instead with your mum. I'll swap you. You can live here with my daughter-in-law, and I'll come over to Greece instead. I love Greece. I haven't been that many times, but the times I've been, I've loved it. Yeah, you can send me some Greek food over. When you're coming back, Liz, just send us some Greek food. It'll be off by the time it gets here, but never mind. Oh, most of our food is derived, I think, from many other countries. I don't think English cooking's very sort of samey. Souvlaki, yeah. The We used to call them this one place the Sticky Bun House because they had all these different kinds of, you know, pastries and stuff like that. Yeah, we used to call it the Sticky Bun House. I don't know what it was really called. I like lamb kofka. Lamb kofka, yeah. A cold glass of beer. Ooh. You going for your supper, Jackie? All right. Good night. Good night. Good night, Jackie. Thanks for your company. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, we do have in certain places, you're right, Anglesey. We do have some nice vegetables in certain places, yeah. Especially if you're lucky enough to live, you know, sort of somewhere where, you know, near farms and things, and you can get the fresh veg and things from the farms. I was watching Alan Titchmarsh programs. He was in Guernsey, Guernsey and Jersey, and I was watching them, you know, doing the potatoes, the Jersey potatoes, digging them up. You can't beat a good Jersey potato. I mean a proper one. I mean one that is properly from Jersey. They taste really. They used to be really expensive, and I used to beg my mum just to buy me a pound of them, you know, and I'd have them for my tea with a load of butter on. Didn't want anything else, just these plain Jersey potatoes. When they first came out, I mean now they're more common than they used to be, but the people used to wait for the first Jersey potatoes of the season. Oh gosh, I love raw pod peas. I used to buy them and sit and eat them. Never cooked them, just used to sit and eat them. And it was the same with tomatoes when we used to go from Manchester to Blackpool in the old days before they built motorways. We used to go through all the country lanes and all these. They used to have like stalls at the end of the gates, with tomatoes and things. Oh, the tomatoes were absolutely. Yeah, they don't taste the same now. They just taste of water now because they're all forced, aren't they? Oh gosh, yes, sweet. Where they're straight from the pod. Who needs to cook them? And it's like baby carrots when you buy them straight from the farm. They are gorgeous. They're so sweet. I like those raw baby carrots. Yeah, yeah, homegrown tomatoes. The ones from the supermarket. They don't taste of anything. Not even if you buy them on the vine. They still don't taste like tomatoes to me. But those Jersey potatoes, oh, they're out of this world. The first ones of the season. Could just eat them now. Big plateful with loads and loads of butter. There's my diet gone for a starter. But it must be so nice to be near a farm shop, where you can buy actual farm stuff instead of buying tired vegetables from the supermarket. Yeah. Yeah, I used to get the fruit and veg from Berry Market. It was always much fresher than the supermarket. And it wasn't twice the price, surprisingly enough. I used to get my fish, my meat, and my veggies from Berry Market. I used to go up my wheeler when I could walk. I used to go up my wheeler, fill it up. It was a big wheeler as well. Fill my wheeler up and come back on the tram. Then I used to bag it all up in individual portions and put it all in the freezer. Oh, I like M&S. It's expensive. But once a week, I always go in and get something for my tea. I go down to Cleveland's once a week, down to the knit club, and I always call him M&S. Yeah, the scooter's still got four tires. They wouldn't. My mother used to never let me pod the peas because she knew I used to eat them all. They never got into the pan. My knitting clubs are fine, yeah. The nice ones I go to now. I don't go to that horrible one anymore. One of my friends still goes to the horrible one, and she said it all kicked off last week. I thought, oh, everybody was rowing with everybody else. I thought, oh, fly on the wall. My other friend who's left as well, she said, oh, I wish we missed all of that. Everybody was slagging everybody off. It isn't so much a knit club as a gossip mongering club. Let's all slag everybody off club. No, the ones I go to are more ladylike, yeah. How many go to the horrible one? I don't know because I haven't been for ages. Probably about 8 or 10 or something. Probably go. They don't knit, so they just go, and I don't know why they call it a knit club because nobody knits. Apparently, one lady goes who crochets now, but the rest of them, the ones who are running it, can't do a tap. They advertise, come along and learn how to knit, and there's not one of them can do it. Advertising under false pretenses, yeah. I don't... Oh, Denise has got a video up. Drive to Sheerness in Kent. I don't like blueberries. I used to like wimberries and I like blackberries. But blueberries, I only like them if they're in a muffin. My daughter-in-law buys them a lot because I know they're good for you, but I just don't like them. They're a bit sour to me. I like grapes. I like kiwis. Have I been to the Fleetwood Market? No, it's not very tempting. I don't know whether the green fruit's improved or whatever, but they don't have a fish stall or anything like that. They don't have a produce stall, and cheese stall and things like that they have on Bury Market. It's what I call an old ladies' market. Old-fashioned clothes and old-fashioned knickers and things. It's just not, doesn't tempt me to go in there. No, I haven't tried Swedish blueberries. I don't know which blueberries she buys, but I don't like the ones she buys. I say they taste a bit sour to me. But why can he not get wimberries anymore? I love wimberries. Oh, I don't like honey. I'm a weirdo, Patricia. I don't like honey. That's why I don't like honey nut cornflakes and things like that. Don't like the nuts and I don't like the honey. I know when I was in Greece, I had to try and pick, the sticky bun things that didn't have honey in. But loads of them have got honey in Greece. Well, I'm glad I missed that meat club. Oh, God, yeah. Forever. Never going back there again. I had to leave because it was on the tip of my tongue to absolutely. And I knew I was going to blow up and explode and really tell them what I thought of them. And I thought, no, be a lady and just walk away. Yeah. Because one of them that went in there, she used to wind me up. And I used to come home and I used to think, why have I gone? Because, what do they argue about? Anything and everything? I believe the argument last week was because one of them wants to start a second group. Bear in mind, they can't run the first one. Wants to start a second group to do other things besides knitting. Bear in mind, nobody knits anyway. Making jewellery or something. They can't do it. In order to do things like that, you have to have a leader who knows how to do things. You cannot run a group when nobody knows how to do anything. You've got to have some kind of structure. And that's what they don't have. So that's what my argument was. And they were always asking me to do something. Who's the leader? Oh, Lord only knows. There's two of them that allegedly share the leadership. Neither one of them can do anything. So how can they advertise, come and learn how to knit, come and learn how to crochet? They would then farm it off onto somebody like one of us who could knit or crochet. And we'd be the ones who'd be trying to teach them. And I'm like, that's not the point. If you're running a group, you should at least know how to do things. It's like me running a group and saying, come and learn how to embroider when I can't embroider. It If I was running a group, I'd only be able to teach people how to knit and how to crochet. I wouldn't advertise I could teach people how to do cross stitch or embroidery or anything like that because I can't do it. So I wouldn't advertise, you know. You don't say things you can't do. So that's why I got annoyed. I was always being asked to do things. And I'm like, no, I've come here to. It is false advertising, yeah. My other friend's left because she. Is it in a church? No, it's in a pub, would you believe? But no, my other friend left because she crochets. And every time somebody came in that wanted to learn how to crochet, they kept sending them to her and she got fed up. So she's left as well. No, it was all very dubious. They used to collect subs every week. You know, we never knew what happened to the money. Supposed to be a club or something, you know. When I first joined it, they said they were going to be donating money to charity. As far as I know, in all the year I was there, 18 months, 2 years, they never donated a penny anywhere. So God knows where the money went. But you're not supposed to inquire about that, are you? Otherwise, you can't make accusations, can you? Without proof. Yeah, it was, honestly. To this day, we don't know what happened. If anybody mentioned anything, one of them would burst into tears. I'm upset. It's my mental health. So, yeah, my mental health. I want to know what's happened to my money. Right, that looks more like it. I think what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to divide it up for the armholes myself. Yeah. Because obviously 25 is not enough for armholes. Right, that's the middle. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say 4. Yeah, but you've got to be careful. You see, you can't accuse people of anything, can you? You know, if you don't have any proof, you can't accuse people of, you know, having the hand in the till. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I just left. I couldn't, as I say, I couldn't deal with it anymore, Patricia. I just couldn't deal with it. You know, I just felt like I want to know what's going on. And if I can't know what's going on, I'm not being a part of it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll say 8 for an armhole. Oh, I hate these things, these flipping stitch markers. They're such a pain. That's more like it for an armhole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the other one I go to, one's in a church and they run it all legitimately. You know full well where everything that they earn is going. It all goes into the church coffers and stuff. And they're just completely different. And then the ones I go to in the evening, we pay for the room, so all our subs go, and we know where it goes because it goes to pay for the room. So, you know, there's no argumenting. arguments there. Yeah. You don't mind if you know what's happening, but if you don't know what's happening, it's just whatever, isn't it? Right, that's wider. I think that's more it. Now I've got to dither about now and sort myself out with, I think maybe the lime green will be next. Yeah, there are different people altogether. The ones I go to in the library. In the library, we don't pay any subs at all. It's all subsidised, like by the library, so we don't have to pay anything at all there. As I say, the Wednesday afternoon one is in the church hall. We just pay £1, and we get a cake and coffee. So that's what we pay our £1 for. We get a little cake and some coffee. I mean, when we were in the pub, we had to pay the subs, and we still had to get ourselves a drink ourselves, from the bar. There was no free tea and coffee or any biscuits or anything. You had to buy everything. And they didn't have any food, and we were there at lunchtime, so you'd have to take a sandwich with you because they didn't do. But as I say, I paid £1 on a lunch on a Wednesday, which goes for coffee and cake. And then I paid £2 in the evening, but I take my own coffee. But we have to pay for the hall, so we know where the money goes there, if you know what I'm saying. I don't mind paying, it's just I want to know where my money's going. We weren't even getting a cup of coffee for our money at the other pub. We were getting nothing for our money. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I've decided to do 30. You're trying to finish a tube top. Oh, for your niece. Right, Angle say, I thought you were being brave then, wearing a tube top. I've never been able to wear a tube top. I had too big of a bust at one stage. It wouldn't stay up. Now I'm too old. Too old these days. Too old for a tube top. Right, that looks more like an armhole, doesn't it? La 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 la. I'm hungry, and I shouldn't be because I had my tea. And I've had crisps, and I've had chocolate, but I am hungry. I'm going to go anyway in a few minutes now because the doggies need to go out for a wee, and then they need their dental sticks. And then I need to get ready for bed, to sleep or not to sleep. That is the question. Yeah, I shall hopefully show you this next week when I've done it. Yeah, when I've done it, I shall hopefully show you it. When I've decided. Yes. Oh, let me put my stitch markers away. It's in a little envelope. It came in those. Came in. I put them in there. Well, this is like the prototype, because I must have done the other one. I must have got rid of it because it was too small, I think, because I must have done it to the pattern. And the way it is, it wouldn't fit me, that one. As I said, it was meant to be done in worsted weight wool, which, again. Right. I'm going to go now, so I shall see you all hopefully in the week. Make some videos. I keep saying I'm going to make a video when I'm out and about, but I never do. And I don't like making a video at Knit Club because people don't want to be on camera. Yeah, you know, they're like, oh, put me on camera. So anyway, thank you everybody, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. So enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Chris. And hopefully I'll see you very, very soon. So bye for now. Bye now. Bye from me. Bye from Trixie. Bye from, I nearly called her Poppy then. Bye from Rosie. Bye now.